What is up, guys? It is that time for the Black Ops 3 beta. This is my very first time logging into it. Very first game I'm going to show you right from the start. I started downloading it last night. We went and saw the movie The Gift, which was awesome. And as we got back, I told my girlfriend that I was going to start downloading this. My internet is really shitty, so figured I would start this before we went to bed. This is me booting it up for the first time this morning at like 7 a.m. I know all my buddies played through the night, so no one's on right now. But just kind of going through the settings, giving you guys the first look at it. For PlayStation 4 users, awesome. We have a week with it. Xbox users, you know, you guys get it next week. But this is kind of the outlay of it. And looking at it right now, I was just kind of going through the specialist class. Each one of them has two things. I don't know, you know, how many unlock tokens you're going to be able to get in this time. I really don't know what the level cap is. Obviously, I don't think anybody does with how long it's been out. The highest person on my list right now is like level 32, and I know they played just for one night. But, you know, you got, what, 5 of the 9 specialist class. That last one was classified, so we don't know what it was. Having watched a couple of the videos of the specialist before, I decided to go with Prophet right here. I think I select it in a second. But they have that time glitch thing where you can actually go back in time a few seconds. Now, I tried using it in game. You won't see me actually do it, but what you'll see is that I try to do it right as I die, and that doesn't work. I don't know if maybe I hit the buttons wrong or whatever, but I tried that. But what I know you can do is, like, if you turn the corner, you start getting shot, you can actually hit your specialist button, which is for the PlayStation L1 and R1, and in the process you will glitch back a few seconds. Nothing else changes. Your opponent's position doesn't change, obviously, just yours, and it kind of gives you a chance to reset. But right now I'm just kind of going through the classes. I'm seeing what guns unlock and at what level, and really trying to decide what I want to use. I've heard a lot of people say that the Razorback is good, that the AK is pretty good right now. You have one unlock token when you start this game. You have one unlock token, and it's basically used to unlock your specialist. So you're not going to get the next unlock token until level 2, as you can see on the screen. But just kind of going through and getting a brief look at the guns. You know, there's no rush right now. No one's on. Although I want to play it bad, I do want to see how the layout of the game is going to look roughly. So going through the perks, I've seen some new ones, and I have to say that so far I am super impressed with this game. Like, the perks seem reasonable. I'm really interested to try that anti-up perk, I think is what it's called, that I just scrolled through, but it's that one where it gives you like bonus points towards your UAV or whatever kill streak that you're going to use, which is awesome. Especially if you're going to play TDM like by yourself or whatever game mode. I don't know what it starts out at, as the point total wise, but I'm excited to use it because it's already kind of like an added buff. And right now I'm just going through and looking like the attachments, the reticles, things like that, and I have to say that I have high hopes for this game. I've played a couple games now, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. You know, I have to admit, I think that when you look at the aspect of this game that's so exciting is that there's potential there. In terms of what Black Ops 2 did for us, like the franchise, when you look at the overall like franchise sales of Call of Duty over the past few years, Black Ops 2 was really like the last year where it peaked, if not plateaued, and stayed the same. And, you know, with Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, it really just brought it down. You know, it was unfortunate the way that it happened, but I think Ghost, once you hit a certain part, it was just all like situational play. Like, there was no such thing as, you know, someone being just outright better than someone. You really saw this in competitive play, where all the players really seemed to cap out at a pretty similar level. And even in pubs, I mean, Ghost just to me was not as fun as Black Ops 2. It was a solid game, don't get me wrong, it was a great game, I think, but just wasn't as good as Black Ops 2. It really didn't do as much for the competitive community especially. And even though the competitive community is, you know, a minority, it's still something where I feel like it should go along with the game. Right now I'm hopping in. That sounds terrible. Right now I'm hopping into my first game on this map. I have no idea. I've seen it played before on the reveal, but other than that, you know, I don't know too much about it. And what you're going to see in this first part of the video is I'm trying to essentially like boost jump, like exo jump, like you're used to in Advanced Warfare, and it really does not work that way in this game anymore. Instead, what you're going to see is you're going to see my jump is kind of off. I kind of like barely hop up, Like, I held down X right there, and you see that little meter right there that's at the bottom of your HUD. That, like, you get an initial burst, which is awesome, and one of the perks I have on is it recharges faster. So maybe that's why, you know, getting a first look at it, it's kind of cool. But other than that, like right there, you know, normally in Advanced Warfare, if you jumped up and did that with your exo abilities, you'd actually go pretty far. And, you know, right there, I almost missed a jump. Right there, that guy jumps out of the water. It freaked me the fuck out. I completely forgot that people could jump out of the water. And still just trying to get used to the game. Like right there, just that little nudge. You know, in Advanced Warfare, that exo ability would actually take me pretty far. So I'm trying to get a hold of it a little bit. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty, I guess the word would be, like, stiff when I start playing this, because I haven't played COD in so long. I've been playing a lot of Destiny just due to me not being a big fan of Advanced Warfare. But I really do have high hopes for this game. I feel like the potential is there for it to really bring back the Call of Duty franchise, because looking at it now, you know, up to Modern Warfare 3, game sales had only ever risen, and then with Black Ops 2, it kind of stayed the same, and then Ghosts and Advanced Warfare, it's really dropped off. And I'm just looking at it from a perspective of, if this game doesn't take off, when you look at other franchises like Battlefield, here I try a wall run, it kind of works a little bit, not really. Still trying to learn that. It's just kind of something that you have to kind of get the hang of. But looking at the overall ability and potential that this game has, I have really high expectations. Looking at Advanced Warfare, I feel like the entire business model was fucked up from the way that advanced care packages worked and all that, or supply drops, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Like, basically, the more money you pay us, you'll get a somewhat better chance of getting better gear so that you can win games. And mainly, you can only really use them for pubs, because competitive players, you ain't seen them running around with the fucking ASM1 Super Elite Italian Stallion Bow, whatever the fuck it's called. And just that model really irked me. There was really no incentive for the casual players to really purchase those, especially since there was no guarantee that you'd get good weapons. I really think that kind of is where they went wrong. So right here, you'll notice in game that I have my specialist, and I haven't used it yet. You know, I'm not used to having that ability, but at least what I can say right now is it kind of compares to like the super aspect of Destiny, almost. Like, that's your super ability. You know, maybe not to that extent, but having seen the preview of some, like, you know, you see the guy who has the pistol, and I don't think that's unlockable yet. At least I haven't checked too much. I just got into the game, but like, looking at that right there is like one of the nastiest. It's basically a Destiny gold gun. It's a one-shot kill, most likely. It could be different if you go up against other specialist classes, but you know, other than that, so right here you can go under. I don't know what the fuck I got killed by. I think I just got like stabbed by the fucking knives of Zeus. I have no idea what that guy hit me with. I think it was a specialist ability, but needless to say, fucking hunted me down like I was a fish in water. So really just trying to get a hang of this game, but just like the overall feel and mechanics of this game seem way better. And right there, you'll notice a big thing. That was actually a 2-hit melee kill. So you'll see right here, he hit me. It wasn't just a 1-hit melee kill. I actually really like that personally. I think that it makes it interesting. We'll kind of see how that plays out, but like, this is the time right now for us to be vocal. I highly suggest everybody who has a Xbox One and PS4, like, really play the shit out of this, because this is our time that, as long as we have constructive feedback, like, this is the time where they'll make, you know, as many changes as they can. And I'm not saying they're going to make complete changes to the game mechanics, but maybe adjusting things. And by God, my accuracy is awful, as you can tell right there. But this is a time where that if you have constructive criticism and you can articulate it well, if you can give it to them in a good manner, you know, Twitter, other things like that, but like, just being well written and well spoken will do you wonders for this, because this is the time to say, hey, maybe this gun is overpowered, maybe this specialist is dominating every other specialist class. Whatever it is, it's important for us to speak out. And especially if you're a fan of the Call of Duty franchise in terms of like online multiplayer and everything else it has to offer, I really feel like now is the time that we need to be as honest as we can. You know, Treyarch, the classic saying is, you know, Vondi's favorite game is Destiny, but what's wrong with that? You know, Destiny is a successful franchise and it's just not taking off. I think that these companies can learn from each other, and that's what they need to do. You know, we need that right now, because I'm sorry, but I just don't feel like there was much love for Advanced Warfare, and that just came from a bunch of people. I don't know what the fuck that guy was. That guy just turned into like an ethereal being from Skyrim and just teleported past me. But now's the time for us to say something, because I want the Call of Duty franchise to go on. I want it to still remain a great online game to play. I really think that the Advanced Warfare model threw it off with the pay-to-play stuff. I really didn't like that. I hope that changes with this game. Like, here's my opinion. If you're going to pay to get extra stuff on the game, it should be something where it's like, okay, well, you know, he paid for cosmetic stuff. So skins, reticles, things like that. Like things that in Black Ops 2, like, yeah, I bought all the skins because I liked having the cool camo gun. I would do that for other games or anything like that. What I will not do is I won't buy into the system where, hey, if you buy this stuff, you may get, you may get a good gun, you may not, but we're going to charge the shit out of you for it, and you may not get it. Like, that to me is just silly. It really is. And I think right here I go on this nice little nasty streak. I pick up this AK here, whatever the fuck it's called, ARC. I don't know. It's an AK, and it's a good gun so far. That guy just soul pounded somebody, and that was a crazy specialist. I think that's kind of like the Godsmack in Destiny almost. It seems like that. Maybe not as like high intense, but these specialist classes I really like. Right there I got like a sick little 3-piece, and you know, overall this game feels really good. I'm going to play the shit out of it while I can. We're going to get a nice, 3-month break. Not 3 months, about 2.5 months. And we're really going to see what this is about. I have no idea what the fuck this kill streak is that I just called. I know that this is the Hellstorm, but the thing that I just called in is like the fucking, like your personal RoboCop buddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Yeah, I really like this game. I feel like it has the potential to really bring back the franchise, and it needs to right now, especially with big developers like Bungie and EA making Battlefield, and they're only getting better and better. Call of Duty, in my opinion, may not have that #1 spot anymore, and it can easily regain it with this game. It can bring back the hardcore fan base, because I know a lot of my friends on my friends list have been avid fans since the game came out, and we've been playing since COD 4. We've been around for a long time. We're loyal customers, and I'd like to see it continue. But that's the end of this video. This is my very first gameplay on Black Ops 3. It wasn't such a bad game. I think I got like 28 kills and 7 deaths, which wasn't bad. The game feels great. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be uploading videos, hopefully, of all the specialist classes throughout the week. With that being said, get your asses on this game when you can. Play it. It's a lot of fun. It'll reinvigorate your Call of Duty lust. With that being said, I'm a Chili, and I will talk to you fuckers later. Peace.